In today's video, I'm going to talk about an album celebrating its 50th anniversary. It is Meddle by Pink Floyd. The album was released on October 31st, 1971, and recorded both in Abbey Road Studios and Morgan Studios in London. It's kind of a transition from their psychedelic sound of the 60s to the sound that we all know from the band. It's an underrated album, in my opinion. I think it's almost as good as some of their great ones, like Dark Side of the Moon and The Wall and Wish You Were Here, and those albums. It kind of stands up to those. Cover is very cool, kind of strange, very intriguing. It's a pig's ear, like underwater, and this album is 46 minutes long. First side has 5 songs ranging from 2 to 6 minutes in length. And the second side is a 23-minute song called Echo. So on this album we have Richard Wright, David Gilmour, Roger Waters, and Nick Mason, and the band all contributed to songwriting on this album. So on side A, the first song is One of These Days. This was written by the 4 members of the band. It's an instrumental, but it does have this one spoken line, which was from Nick Mason, where he says, one of these days I'm going to cut you into little pieces. Kind of a pretty cool line. The bass was kind of double-tracked, played by David Gilmour and Roger Waters. The bass guitar plays an important role in the song. Has the keyboard fading in and out as the song progresses. I really like the futuristic sounds in the second part of the song, right before they give that famous line. Reminds me a little of Interstellar Overdrive, and the song has a few live versions. There's one on Delicate Sound of Thunder, there's one on Pulse, and there's one on the Live at Pompeii album. So next is Pillow of Winds. This song was written by David Gilmour and Roger Waters. This one has David Gilmour on vocals. It's a soft acoustic song. Guitar is tuned to an open E. Roger Waters kind of played fretless bass in the song. And the sound is reminiscent of their later 60s period. The song is considered to be like psychedelic folk rock. I really like the sounds in the background. I kind of like what makes the song really unique. Also reminds me a little of the Doors, like some of those background sounds. Next is Fearless, and this one was written by David Gilmour and Roger Waters. So Gilmour does sing on the song. And the song starts and ends with a song that's actually played over a Roger and Hammerstein show tune called You'll Never Walk Alone. So you can hear the people in the background kind of chanting. And this is another acoustic song played in an open G major tuning. One of my favorite Pink Floyd songs of all time. Pretty simple, it does have a lot of melody. I'm gonna tag on a little version that I did at the end of this video, maybe about for a minute and a half, the last minute and a half of the video, if you want to stick around for that. And next is Tropez, written by Roger Waters, and this is just him, and he does the vocals. So it's laid back, it's a jazz rock song, and the song's about a place in southern France named Tropez. The lyrics describe a typical day there. David Gilmour plays a slide guitar solo in the song. Richard Wright plays a short piano solo on one part of the song. Really cool song. Does have a little psychedelic rock sound, but very different from other Pink Floyd songs. Track 5 is called Seamus, written by the 4 members of the band. David Gilmour on vocals, and very different type of song for the band. It's a country blues. Has a dog barking, some soft acoustic guitar and vocals, and the song is named after a dog, which is a border collie. The dog kind of howls throughout the song, and it's a short song, and the band kind of meant it as a joke. But next is the other side of the album. Has Echoes, that one long song. This was written by the 4 members of the band. David Gilmour and Richard Wright do kind of share vocals that kind of harmonize the vocals on this one. Long 23-minute song, and songs in lots of different sections. Intro is very quiet and atmospheric. You do hear those ping sounds, and there's a different version of the song on the Echoes compilation album, kind of a little shorter, and there's another version of the Live at Pompeii album. Now the band also used to open the song when they played live on the Momentary Lapse of Reason song, and there's one part of the song where there was some controversy. They thought that Andrew Lloyd Webber kind of stole a part of the song for Phantom of the Opera. It's that part where it goes din 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 din. Now, if you listen for it, it is very like similar. I think it comes in like around like the 6-minute part. The band like never bothered with a lawsuit. You know, Roger Waters said that he doesn't want to bother trying to go into court with Andrew Lloyd Webber just for something like this. But anyway, that's interesting. Another interesting factoid is that they say the song syncs up with the last 23 minutes of Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey. Not really sure about that, but it would be cool if it really did. Maybe it's on YouTube. And there is a part of the song that kind of sounds like a jam session around the 7 or 8 minute mark. At around 11 minutes, the song gets like really spooky. It's kind of like really cool to hear around Halloween time. Kind of did come out on Halloween, by the way. And there's like some strange like animals making screaming sounds. Like I don't know how to do it, maybe with the guitar or the keyboards. But then those ping sounds come back in, and around the 18-minute mark, you do hear the psychedelic guitar riffing, pretty cool. And then you hear the main melody and the vocals come back in the song, and then the last couple minutes just finishes out the song. Really great song, probably like one of the most important songs in their history. So, in conclusion, Pink Floyd had a really great run of albums from '73 with Dark Side of the Moon, going up to '79 with The Wall, and probably most people consider that those albums to be like their best ones, But I think outside of that period, this is probably like one of their best, if not their best. The song Echoes is like one of the most like famous songs. And the rest of the songs on side one, there's some really good ones. I think Fearless is definitely my favorite song. And like I said in the beginning, one of my favorite all-time Pink Floyd songs. So that's it. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this album, and where would you rank it in the discography? So up next in the weekend, I have lots of albums coming out. I'm going to try to review as many as I can, but I also want to squeeze in some other videos related to albums for Halloween and some albums for Day of the Dead, where I do want to show some albums and CDs from the collection. Try to fit all that in, and that's it. This is JC Rock and Metal Reviews. My name is John. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will be linking some other videos in those like things that I put over there. And thanks for watching. And right now I'm going to tag on like a little acoustic performance of the song Fearless, which is going to be like another minute and a half. So that's it. See you all in the next one.